This is Frank Valente with eXp Realty in Northern California. Welcome to my video blog. Today I'm going to do a market update on how the coronavirus is affecting the market in our region. And I love doing these video updates. I love talking about the market, but under these circumstances, I do not like doing this. So this market update is as of April 6th. So things are changing pretty quick right now. So when I talk to clients about, they say, hey Frank, how's the market? One analogy I like to use is my stool. And I say, our real estate market is like a three-legged stool, but really there's only two legs to the stool. And that's the mortgage industry, which has been very good, giving buyers some great loans, low interest rates, and a strong job economy. So right now, there's some turmoil going on in both these areas. So now when people say, well, again, how's the market? And I'll describe it, well, it depends. If you're a buyer, if you're a seller, if you're an investor. And a lot of times we'll talk in terms of, is the seller's market. So right now, we're still in the seller's market. A seller's market, I define it as if you could sell a home within 0 to 3 months of putting it on the market, that's a traditional seller's market. So for the last 7 years, we've been in a very, very strong seller's market. We still are. A neutral market, it's going to say take 3 to 6 months to sell a home. A buyer's market, which we haven't seen since '08, is more going to take like 6 months or more to sell a home. And when the market really crashed back then, it was maybe up to 18 months to sell a home. So now, with what's going on today, if you're a buyer, well, the good news is, there may be actually some silver lining here, is you're still going to get a low interest rate, a historic low. I had a client today lock in at 3% on an FHA, for example. Now, there's a little changes. So if you're a buyer and you're going to do a conventional loan, FHA, Cal FHA, VA, you're still in pretty good shape. If you're a buyer who is, say, looking to do a jumbo loan or a bank statement loan, these type of products probably aren't there right now for you. So you still could get a great loan. Plus, there is less competition. I can't quantify it, but there's less buyers today than there was 30 days ago. And so there's a little bit of a silver lining for that motivated buyer. If you're a seller, it's not doom and gloom. We still have buyers looking out there. They still can get great mortgages, and a lot of them still have their jobs. Again, today I called an agent to show a home, was on the market for 2 days, and they already have 2 offers on that property. So we're still in a seller's market. If you're an investor, you're looking to, say, do a rehab or what we call a flip, those are harder to come by. And some investors I've seen are kind of pulling off and holding on to their cash. But for investors that are looking to do a buy and hold, get an income property, as long as it's penciling out, they're still buying. If you're a renter, well, it's never a real estate market to be a renter. It's never a good market. So now here's some statistics, and I'll let you draw your own conclusions. So I looked at our region, Placer, Sac County, El Dorado County. And right now today in Placer, we have 839 homes on the market. We've sold 459 homes, and we currently have 451 homes that are pending. When I say it's pending, that means an offer's been accepted, they're in escrow, it hasn't closed escrow yet, so they're going through the escrow process. Now, I wanted to go back to March 20th, because on March 20th is when we put the stay-at-home order in place, and we still have 168 homes in Placer County that went under contract since the order went in place. Now, when it first went in place, real estate wasn't considered a essential industry. About a week later, it was changed to an essential industry. Sac County, 732 active, 568 sold, under contract 1535, and 556 went pending since March 20th. And then El Dorado County, 632, 203 sold in the last 30 days, 255 under contract, and of those, 181. So when you look at these numbers, it's like 181 is part of that 255. The 168 as part of that 451. So again, we're still in a seller's market. When I look at the number of active homes, that's about 3,000 for this region. You know, I'm going to estimate maybe if we didn't have the virus situation right now, we'd have maybe 4,000 homes on the market. And again, to give you some historical perspective, in order to give you some historical perspective, we're back when the market tanked in 08, we actually had like about 18,000 homes on the market. So quite a bit different. So if you have any questions on the market or real estate, please call or text 916-257-0893 or email frank@frankvalenti.com. The next video I'm going to do within the week is going to be how we're dealing with this market with all the restrictions. And please subscribe to the video channel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.